But
I
if
mean,
they're
there's
if they're considering suicide, like that's where the therapist would rush, though, I would think, or the professionals would rush, or whatever you want to call them.
right, and maybe
I
there's
mean,
something else at play there. I don't want to speak for people and say this is their experience, right?
right.
But and
Yeah,
I think
you
yeah,
very much changed my thinking on this. I appreciate you expressing that because I was under that impression that it was a much shorter process. But this, so the steps and the trying on of different hats, I think that's a good metaphor.
right,
The the phenomenologist would probably say that because, and the existential psychotherapist, I guess, would say that those hats might be different later on in life. So even if it is a
right,
whole year that this person, or 2 years that they're going through this at the age of 15 or at the age of 25, even, the brain doesn't just cap off at 25. Like the brain always has neuroplasticity. It's kind of just on like a descent, but it can also change based on various factors. And the personality can change too. And that's a big part about bipolar personality disorder and all that,
right.
is that personality is meant to be malleable. And I have other questions we can get on that as well. I think that that's that's where it can get. Uh, that's very subjective, and it's hard to say what's right for a person given the conception of who they are at that time in their life,
Right.
and they might be a different person later on. And so we're affirming how they feel now, but they might feel very differently later. And I think that's what we might have seen with the person that is they're trying to sue. Was it Harvard? I don't want to say it. Suing a very popular university
Right.
for doing this transition surgery and then regretting it later. They said they were persuaded by the psychologist, or just I don't think that, like, the way they talk about it was not they were like directly persuaded. Like it's not that the therapist was trying to be like, "Oh, this is the thing to do for you. I know exactly what's right for you." It's more like they were going by the book. They were going by this procedure, step by step thing, and they it sounded good to them the whole time until it was too late and they made the mistake at the end, and then they regretted it later.
Sure, sure. But here's the problem though. The
Again,
media
rare
will take a
case,
story like that and they'll be
rare
like,
case.
"Look, you see, this is right." And I've seen straight up lies about the
Yeah,
statistics of how many people regret it and want to reverse the surgery and all that too. Um, and because
sensationalism.
it's right, well, it's because it's the normal. Like these people are just freaks. They could just say whatever they want, and they get the media gets away with it, right?
Yeah.
And the right wing media is full of this. There's so many propaganda
Mhm.
films. It's not even funny,
Yeah.
right?
The
It's
film, what is it? What is a Woman or whatever? Yeah.
yeah,
You
yeah,
said
because
I watched it. You said that was from what
what's
was the
from Matt
company that
Walsh, and like he's
yeah.
known to be someone who does not have anyone's interest at heart except for uh
Well, there's a company that he works for, not a company, but like a think tank or whatever, that
yeah.
are all
I
about
thought
that.
it's
And
is it not the Daily Wire?
yeah, Daily, that's what it is.
Okay, well
So this is what I'm saying.
that's
This
Shapiro's
is just to let
company.
you know, like, this is how separated I am from this world. I don't even know that, like, I mean, I know who Daily Wire is. I never even thought about that. I watched the movie and it made some pretty good points, but also like there's extreme bias in it. And they're all like at the very end, they're like, "What is a woman? An adult human female." And it's like total trad wife
Well,
in this
right,
corner,
right,
just
but it's
like
like
mixing up cookie batter. It's an adult human female. It's like, okay, guys, we got it. You made
right,
your
right,
point, but
right. But like imagine you had just no education in this, right? And you see something like that.
yeah, it just
Right.
reinforces, and it makes people. It's separating the biases. Yeah, it's incredibly toxic and
Right, right. And like
profitable. Very
it
profitable.
well, again, it's very profitable and they're trying to sell these ideas
Yeah. But the
to
argument
people.
would be like one case is too many, and I'm still torn between that. Like one death is too many when we think about like utilitarianism comes into play here versus deontology and all that.